Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tusk Reaper Gaming, and in this episode we're taking a look at my Necromancer, Blood Surge, and Minion build. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this bloody video.
Welcome to Tusk Reaper Gaming. Please like, subscribe, and get notified.
Alright, let's get into basically the basics here. We're going to start with the equipment. Equipment's quite interesting. I don't have anything huge, so we've got the kind of like the basics. So we've got the helm with the +3 skeletal warrior mastery on there. I did have the imprint of the every 8 seconds skeletal mage cast blizzard. Now I do have 5 mages, so that's going to rotate around pretty good. And then the maximum number of skeletal warriors and skeletal mages increased by 2. I did find an item that had 3 on there, however was a lower level item. I wound up discarding it, thinking that maybe here in the near future I'd be able to pump this up to 3, and that has not been the case. So, for the gloves, we went ahead with Blood Surge Nova Echoes again after a short delay, dealing 15% less damage, which is good. This is one of the top of the line ones so far. And then increased damage while fortified on the imprint. And then we've got the, Blood Mist triggers corpse explosion on surrounding corpses when you hit blood mist. So it's interesting. This is a good one to use, especially about a few moments after you have done Raise Dead, which is one of my abilities there for the ultimate. The reason why is there's a lot of corpses that spawn during Army of the Dead. So you want to do Army of the Dead, not Raise Dead, Army of the Dead. It's kind of the same thing, but in any event, and then you trigger your blood mist, and if you've got like a boss in the middle of that, then that is just going to be an insane amount of damage that you're going to wind up doing. And then of course I've got on the imprint, when you evade, you turn into a cloud of bats, which is something I loved from the first installment of season 1 there for the vampiric stuff. I really enjoyed that. And then we've got on the core skills, whenever my core skills overpower an enemy, you spawn 3 volatile blood drops. Collecting a volatile blood drop causes it to explode, dealing 31,800 some odd, and that's per blood drop. That is extremely good. So and then of course I got a couple of the overpowered damage gems in there. And then we've got Blood Surge cast a mini nova, basically a mini blood surge on my minions, dealing a little bit of extra damage. That's actually pretty good. And then we've got Raise Skeleton here on this particular ring of the Sanguilis soul. That is very interesting. I like this one a lot because Raise Skeleton every 1.4 seconds. So that means your skeleton priest is going to come out without you having to remember to click something. So that is actually really good. And then of course we've got the Starlight Circle, a little basic ring. Gain 36 of my primary resource every 20% of the life that I overheal, and you're overhealing pretty good amount with the blood surge, so that's actually useful. And then the overpowered blood overpower damage is increased, so that's pretty good. So as far as that goes, that's the equipment, looking pretty good. Book of the Dead, I'm using the skeletal warriors, defenders, skeletal mages, shadow, and then the iron golem. But the particular side of the iron golem I'm using is the second attack, does a little extra damage. And then the shadow mages doing the 3x increased damage for each active shadow mage. Again, I've got 5. So that stacks pretty good. And then the defenders, we've got skilled defenders take 99% reduced damage. It means almost invulnerable at that point. I don't think they've died all that much. And then the abilities, we're gonna go ahead and check this up at the top. We went ahead and went with hemorrhage. So you know, it is you know, something just basic, something in that I keep there because for some reason I put a different skill there. I can't seem to move around without clicking the skill, so I don't know. I'm doing something wrong on that apparently. So that's what I'm doing there, and that's why I have hemorrhage there, because user error. We go ahead and go with blood surge, you know, max it out. You know, if you get items, gives you a couple extra, you know, that is what you're looking for. And then I went with enhanced blood surge and then supernatural blood surge. And then for the blood mist, I just went with the basic here, and then the first one, nothing too major. And then corpse explosion, I've got a few, you know, a couple ranks in that. And then enhanced corpse explosion, I went with that to increase the radius. And then of course, you know, our fueled by death, and then grim harvest, and then a little extra on the skeletal warrior mastery, kind of max that out. And then I went with spiked armor. Only reason why I went with spiked armor is because of the 15% additional armor. Once I get my standard armor up to you know, without having to use that skill, you know, up to, you know, 85% of the you know, resistance there, then I'll recover those points, and I won't use this anymore. I'll recover those and move them somewhere else, you know, probably top off a few spots here, you know, and then kind of go from there. And then we've got Death's Embrace, you know, of course got to max that out. We have to max out Skeletal Mage Mastery. And then I went on over here and put a few points that made sense into my blood abilities. It's important because that's what my main focus is just there's a lot of skill points that go into this tree. So probably I take away a few of those points. I'll probably wind up putting a few in here to increase the bonus healing, which increases, you know, some of my other abilities and things of that nature. I am not using corp tendrils, and I'm not using necrotic. I am using the necrotic carpus, but not the corpse tendrils. So, and then we've got the Army of the Dead, all the way to the money shot. And then we've got Hellbent Commander. We've got Inspiring Leader. I didn't do anything on these, but the bonded one, maybe it'd be worth putting a 1 point into that in the future, now that I've got that one item that can spawn. So once I, you know, maybe I'll throw 1 point of my spiked armor into there, and then, you know, maybe max out these two with the spiked armor once I'm able to recover that. And then of course I went with Rothsmel's Vigor. So that is pretty much the ability points to get started. The Paragon, now the Paragon's a bit tricky. I don't know if I did it right or not, or halfway right maybe, you know, but this is where I've kind of got my points lined up. This particular board is the board that has the you know, cult leader on there. And then we've got the second board that I chose has the let's see here, find it. It has the hulking monstrosity, and where those node points are, you know, I'm taking stuff that gives my golem damage. I may want to revisit this a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. And then I went with Sense of Death. That was actually I think this is actually a pretty good one. So, you know, and then the last one I chose was down here, Bloodbath. So it's just really the direction I went. I really didn't see how I'm not doing damage over time, really. So, I mean, that could be useful, but I don't have enough points. I can't get anywhere. I'm pretty much maxed out on my points, so I need to revisit how my layout is, and how important is the golem? If the golem isn't that important, then maybe this goes on the end. And I don't know. It's a little confusing at this point. In all honesty, it is. And I really didn't go by any one person's build online. This is what I've done and what I figured out. And so, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do some research to get the tippy top of where I want to go. But I haven't seen a whole lot on the Blood Surge build and the best way of doing that. But in any event, that's where I'm at with this, and these are the glyphs that I'm using. I'm not using, even though I have the 5th board, I'm not using a 5th glyph. Haven't got there. Still in debate. All right, so that is that. Now let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get in and kill some stuff. Going to the show. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop this elixir. Not for the XP, but for the little extra nudge. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, how you doing? All right, let's go in. All right, this is what, 62? All right, 62. Yep, 62. All right, tier 62. Nice. All right, let's give him some hell. Don't worry about him. All right. A little bit of poison. You gotta watch that poison. Wonder if I'll run into the butcher. Nothing ever get on the weapon racks. Nice. Here we go into the show. This is a pretty big dungeon. A lot of twisties and curvies. We need to be careful of that. Nice. So those were my mages that was able to freeze him using the ice storm, looked like. So we've got a little help on that one. Oop. Definitely a whole lot more fun than what it has been as of late. Very, very nice. Okay. Nice. Loving it. Yeah. Travel. I don't know. Let's just clear this out. Maybe the butcher will spawn. Maybe I don't want the butcher. It'd be pretty tough. Definitely would be a little tough. Nice. So not doing too bad as far as you know, damage goes. Knock on wood, right? Hello, housekeeping. So there we go. Now we're gonna try to where do I need to go? Okay, right up in there. Wanna always make sure I know where the heck I'm going, because it's easy sometimes to get lost. Survive the enemy attack. All right, bring out the big guns. And I did not. It's okay. It's all right. Not a big deal. Maybe it is. I think I have to do that over again, don't I? I think possibly I do. Maybe not. Automatic raise dead. Okay, so I guess I didn't have to re-kill everything over. They probably should make you redo that, because it said survive the attack, not die and come back in. That's not what it said. So far, so good. Not bad. Not bad. They do pretty good damage. I mean, granted, it's not the best damage ever, but I really think for the gear I've got, you know, and all of that, and there's some crucial things I think I'm missing that would really enhance the power, or maybe redoing my Paragon board a little bit better to leverage the blood skills a little bit better. Reason why it is the way it is this is pretty much a fresh 100. I just got there yesterday. And I really wanted to do an experiment on the caches I've been hoarding from basically the beginning. Oh, how that happened, but it did. I didn't press the right button. I was talking. Well, what you gonna do? Let me see if I go this way. Did it again. That was premature. It's all wrong. Those guys stun you, man. It can be a little difficult. It's not the build, it's the player. So we'll leave it at that, right? All right, so collect my little bits. All right, so Army of the Dead's just about up. And that was unfortunate. Huh. Well, that isn't how we need to do this. That is not good. I'm lucky these corpses are here. Okay, is there one more? Is there one more? Okay. All right. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so Golem needs to attack. And again. Ah. Dang. Well, this is it. This is the show right here, folks. Guess I need to be a little bit more vigilant. Oh, is it cheesing? I don't know. I don't know if it's cheesing. Let me know in the comments. I'm afraid to move because then he's gonna move. My guys are gonna move. Everything is good. Everything is good. We'll just. I'm a minion build, and that's what we're doing, right? Well, part minion, right? Okay. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. Well, I guess that's the other way you can do it. Oh man. That's just hilarious. All right. Wonder how much that's going to cost me to repair. Anyways, guys, so there you go. Level 62 Nightmare, fresh 100 basically. And you saw my gear. It's just the basic stuff. I don't have anything outrageous or just basic stuff. The highest level piece of equipment I have is my amulet, which is level 90, but its power is still 902, and then a 925 ring, which is 90. The rest of it is just pretty much level 63, 69, 71. So I've got a lot of improvement I need to do.
That cannot be salvaged.
And so kind of take it from there. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share the video. Tell me what you think. Tell me how I can improve this thing. Granted, I may not be the best Diablo 4 player of all time, but at least I try. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next episode.
Thank you for watching Tusk Reaper Game. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification